Ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
We chose this scene, I think, primarily because I think it would be pretty fun. Provide a little bit of a challenge to get everyone lit at the same time and make sure they're all in focus. And the conversation that takes place, it's fun to have the actors make up their own kind of words.
This is going to be probably the best project out of all of them. As you can see, we got quite the crew here. Best actor.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be great. Stay tuned.
For me, I really didn't know exactly what film noir entailed.
So the first step we had to do would be our lighting diagram.
So we need to figure out, how much gear we needed to take out, what kind of lights that we needed to use.
There was an internet program where we got to position actors and lights just to have a basic idea of how we would actually light it.
Since we were recreating the scene to pretty much a T, suits, whether we needed black suits and certain types of ties, certain colored shirts, finding actors within our own class that are also doing the same project to help us out.
We went and did our actual light where what we had from our pre-light and what we got for feedback from Steve, try and make it as best as we possibly could.
Who's OSHA certified? Not us.
That's about where we want you guys to be.
The most difficult part was probably getting everything lit correctly. Primarily the two guys at the front, it was hard to get the right lighting on both of them at the same time with the lights that they used in the actual scene. There was a lot of shadows that we couldn't get recreated quite right, or the rim lights on everyone's back with the same two lights was really difficult to get.
Getting the right depth of field was one of the most challenging parts. The scene that we picked, it was the man that had the telephone. He was really, really close. Well, we had to make sure that the person in the fedora could make it 5 steps and stop, and I think that was one of the most challenging parts of it.
It's like your sausage and pepperoni. What are you thinking?
What do you think I'm doing on the phone?
No, you're not supposed to be conversating. Getting
Gentlemen, I am turtling, and I think this man is dead.
This fool over here.
Yeah.
With just me and my group, the only thing that we had a hard time with was communication, just because it was all through email.
I would want my group members to be more talkative. It felt like it was a very one-sided conversation.
And obviously getting actors is always difficult, especially with the masks.
The biggest thing was finding time in everyone's schedules.
It's getting pretty late out here. Definitely getting burnt out, but it's gonna be worth it.
I definitely feel like we could have taken out a couple more Ari kits, maybe a couple Deados, and maybe an action kit if we needed it, but I definitely think we could have used a few more kits at least.
So apparently we ran way too many lights on the circuits and it tripped. And now we're deciding whether or not to call maintenance. We had so many lights going at once that it ended up blowing the circuit. And then we had to turn everything off and we had to wait like 10-15 minutes for security to show up.
We had to hit the circuit turned back on first, and then we had to make sure everything was in a correct circuit so that it wouldn't blow again, which was pretty interesting.
Overall, I think it went pretty well. There is obviously some things that we could have improved on and done differently as far as lighting goes.
It's going a lot better than we thought it would.
The best part about this project was being able to actually recreate the scene itself with all the different lighting aspects that we had to use.
I think it was super fun to work with everyone at the same time.
Overall, I liked the learning experience and I hope I could do it again someday.
I don't mind the challenge when it comes to lighting and trying to recreate something as big as film noir, so I personally enjoyed it.
Everyone got to have their own input onto everything, and everyone got along pretty well, so it was a really nice experience.
We finished strong and that's what I was the most happy about. And that's a wrap.
That's a closing shot.
That's a wrap. Hey, George Clooney? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, is your refrigerator running? Hey, shit! Well, you better go catch it.